hard time. Hi, everybody. Lisa Fry, my mystical life. How is everybody this evening? Oof. People are getting eyelash icicles. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hi, everybody. I am just sitting here sharing out for a hot second, making sure that I really don't usually share too much. Let's do this. Let's do that. Because then it makes me go back, do it all over again. It's a pain in the butt. I don't want to do it. So, hi. My camera doesn't want to focus, and it's driving me nuts. Pay attention right here. Follow, 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 follow. Oh, there we go. Okay, kind of, right? Kind of. So hi, everybody. We are going to talk about AKASHIC records tonight. And hi, everybody. Hello, how are you? We're going to talk about AKASHIC records. We're going to do some AKASHIC record readings. We're going to talk about animal totems possibly as well, and anything else that decides to pop up this evening, right? Because what the hell? Why not? I could either go sit down on the couch and listen to television. Yes, I saw that her father passed away. That's horrible. I put a message out to her. That is, I know she's shocked. She's absolutely shocked. That's some red lipstick. Anyhow, so if everybody can share one time, that would be fantastic. Really quickly, making sure I am not forgetting anybody. Raquel, as a matter of fact, that's what I'm talking about this evening as well. I do have another mediumship class starting in March. I have one starting in March. I had somebody else asking me to do another one, and I think March sounds like a great month to do it. I don't think I have anything else going on. So March will be our next mediumship class, and it will be, it is going to be on, I want to go see the grandchild, man. I need to go see the grandchild. It's going to be on Wednesdays. That is going to be on Wednesdays. So mediumship will be on Wednesdays at 5:30 Central, just because it can't interfere with shamanic chat. Actually, I'll do it at 7 and I'll move shamanic chat over. So it will be 7 o'clock on Wednesdays for 4 weekends in March, starting on the 3rd. You see me planning it right now, right? So mediumship class is going to be on March 3rd through the 24th. It is a 4-week class, and it's a lot of fun. It'll be 7 p.m. And I'll move shamanic over here. And what we do is we go over the different types of mediumship we practice both types of mediumship. We really work on the principles. We do not work on ground, center, and protect. I expect anybody, I have the power. We have power. So I don't, if you want to learn to ground, center, and protect and become an intuitive and become a psychic, because what? We all are, right? Every single person on the face of this planet is a psychic intuitive. It's hands down that. Give me 10 minutes and I'll prove it to you. But, well, give me a week and I'll prove it to you. But, hi, Shannon. When you go to take the mediumship class, I really expect everybody to know how to ground, center, protect, be meditating, and have connection with your guides. If you're not doing those things, you're not ready to move forward. I know you're fine, right, Raquel? You're fine. But I'm going to probably vet people for the mediumship class. I had people join the last mediumship class that were not ready, and that is not doing any service to them, nor is it doing a service to anybody else in the group. So it's just a thing. It's just a thing. Anyways, so I have no problem turning people away and saying you're not ready. Matter of fact, I've had quite a few people that have asked me already, should I take mediumship or should I take development? And it's all about where we are in our spiritual journey, right? So March, we're set up. We're set up for March for mediumship. Yay! Awesome. Thank you, Tanya Lee. Tanya, I think I got it right this time. So here we are. We are going to talk about Akashic records tonight, and we're going to talk about animal totems. I love animal totems. They were one of the first energies that I started to work with when I started to open up intuitively and work with shamanism. I can tell we're going to do a lot of channeling tonight. You can tell I'm talking faster, which means it's a channeling evening. We do have a lot of channeling that's going to come across, almost to the point where that could get really weird. But I haven't let things get weird here since the last 2 weeks when I got hit with that 4x4. Wasn't even 2x4 therapy, you guys, was it? It was like 4x4. I was like stuttering. Talk about downloads in a hot second online. So that happened when I was channeling Commander Ashtar from the Galactic Federation, right? And that was really, really an interesting morning and moment. So if that does happen this evening, weird is good. Weird is good, right? I revolve in weird. So if that does happen this evening, I may reach out to see if I can get someone to help me ground and come on with me. I'll see if I feel like that is coming on. And if it does, it'll come on quick. So, but first, before that, we're going to start talking about Akashic records and take a nice deep breath, you guys. Oh, that popped my back. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Okay. Am I a medium? Yes, I'm a psychic medium. I am a psychic medium. And what happens with our chats, you guys, if you guys are new, there's a lot of new people on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you go to My Mystical Life on Facebook and give us a like, and so you know when we're online, because you'll notice I'm actually not charging for readings. I don't offer readings right now. I have taken a sabbatical from readings. This is what I do. I do this for fun. I do this for community. I do it just because I love doing it. And my passion is teaching. So I do tutorships on intuitive development. So if you are looking to develop your intuitive prowess, however you want to put it, I offer teach when I can speak. I teach that, and I teach specific classes for intuitive development. We have a new mediumship class coming in March. You can find that at My Mystical Life. I need to change some things on there because the dates are wrong. I just set the date for it like 5 minutes ago, so we're good. Oh, thank you so much, Suze Wilcox. I was just getting ready to go find the link. You made my life easier. Thank you. So we have a lot of things that we have going on, and I do offer private tutor sessions. And so as I'm reading, whatever let's give it out, you guys. What are we today? Because we're not always the same thing every day, are we? We are not. You can join the membership. Yeah, we do have a membership. Last night's class was on Syrians and Lyrans. We're working on aliens right now. This is our interstellar month. It was going to be, is this the right page? I don't see your name. So go head over to My Mystical Life. We're working on aliens for the next month. I thought I was going to get it done all in this month, but it just doesn't happen that way. So next month as well, we'll be working on aliens. The next aliens that we're working on, we do live classes on Mondays, which are a lot of fun because what are we, you guys? We are fun people. We are great learners. I love that, Karen. We are a wonderful community. We are supportive of each other. We are amazing. We are beautiful. We are so much more than we think we are. That's what we are, right? So our next class is going to be next week, and it is going to be on Andromedans. I think I'm going to throw Serious A in here because we did Syrians last time, but there's levels to it. So we're going to do Serious A, and we're also going to probably try and sneak in Blue Avians, but that's a lot to fit in one class, right? So we're going to fit in what we can get in. That's why I say it's going to take longer. But yeah, so we have a lot of stuff going on. And then we have the meditation comes out on Friday, the interstellar meditation. Oh my God, you guys. This is my first class. This is your first class. We're not on class tonight. We're not teaching tonight, Christine. We're teachers, not preachers, right? But this isn't class tonight. Class will be next Monday. So there we go. How is your daughter? How is your daughter? Is Diana on here? I didn't see her go by. Can a person be more than one starseed? That's an excellent question. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Amber Allen. Now I can see you. You see, here's the thing, you guys. When we say we're a starseed, we're from one. We identify with something, right? We identify with it. We identify from that particular lifetime. Don't think that you are. There's a lot of new people on Facebook, right? Hi, everybody. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. That'd be fabulous. Why? Because we are fun people, damn it. And good evening, Soul Tribe. So when we identify to a particular race, it doesn't mean that that's the only species that we identify with, right? Because think of it this way. We're a starseed. We're a starseed. We're identifying as a human right now, right? We're identifying as I don't know if you'd call us a Terran, or I don't know, that's kind of Guardians of the Galaxy-ish, but we are identifying as somebody that lives on the planet Earth right now, an Earthling. And somebody else may identify as an Orion or a Pleiadian. So we jump out and do different things. Now, particularly if people that have come in right now for humanity has come in for the long haul, they've come in for the hard stuff. We have come back to try and really, and our meat suit, right? I'm rocking a meat suit. But we have come in to do a lot of work. So we're here for the hard stuff. We are the workers, man. We are the people that said, we're here to make change. That's it. Woot, woot. You're Syrian, Lyrian, and Blue Avian. That's that I'm not that I'm aware of. I'm not Syrian that I'm aware of, but Lyran and Blue Avian definitely fall into my scope. So Pleiadian does as well. So and Arcturian, sorry. Light workers, healers, intuitives, all those things, right? So, but I would love to do this whole, and I know that's something I probably would be able to do and could do, but tonight we're going to work on Akashic Records and animal totems because that's what I typed, right? Yeah, we're here to create the change. Here to create the change. And I think we're being effective. Damn it, we're good. Okay. I know, right? Jill? Yeah. I might have to fire Sam from that position. I was like, what do you mean you're not like right here, right now? Don't be distracted, man. Don't be distracted. How do you know what you are? This is something we're talking about in the classes as well, Christine, is we're doing a rundown of species classifications or characteristics. So each species has a different characteristics because were geared toward different things on their missions in their particular lifetime, or their soul had a particular thing that evolved in that species. Syrians are they're a little bit more analytical. They're a little bit more detail oriented. They're a little bit, they start a project, they finish a project, things like that, where Pleiadians are like a little bit more free love, that kind of thing. So, the species have characteristics, definitely. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It'll be for sale here shortly. I just haven't let go of it yet. I finished it like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now. I'm like, yeah, but I love it. But I specifically made it to sell. So it's because somebody else is supposed to have it. Have I done my automatic writing yet? No, we lost power this morning and it kind of threw my day into a tailspin. You would think it would have been the perfect time to do automatic writing is when you don't have any power, except I had to figure out how to get heat in the house and light the kerosene heater. I didn't know we switched species. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially when we're trying to move forward, because this isn't our only ascension. Humanity isn't our only our ascension level. When we hit after this is the hardest college there is. There's got to be something like really golden after this, right? This is the hardest one there is. Is there somewhere you can go and read more about it? Just Google extraterrestrial species characteristics or something along those lines, and they should pop up. And I'll tell you what, if you'll watch My Mystical Life, I'll start popping them up there. I'll start popping the species characteristics up there. I have them saved to the computer right now. So I'll pop them up there. You'll send a donation if picked for a reading tonight. I appreciate that, but no money required. It's okay. I will definitely give you a reading, Jill. I'll give you a reading. That's just, you know. Okay. So let's, are there rarer species? Actually, at this point, the Illyrians are very rare. Dude, I love you, but you need to go. Now go. I got the squirt bottle. I'm not kidding, and I'm not afraid to use it. Go on. Keep moving, Buster. Keep moving, mister. Go on. Go. Okay. Yeah, the Illyrians, because they're such an old, most of them have transitioned into ascension. Thank you for love. It's an energy exchange. I know. And I appreciate that. I don't have anything set up to do anything like that, or anything like that. So I appreciate that. But, I'm gonna, you guys, I just do it because this is my evening. I know. Isn't he cute? Scott, I know. He's the mascot. Okay, so let's move on. Yes, he's laying over here making sure I don't go running away or something. He was outside the house today. I went to the mailbox and went to the post office, and I come back and I was going to town and I was going to be gone a couple hours. And I thought, you know what? I better go home. I need to go home and get something. And I pull in the driveway. There's his dumbass running around the neighborhood with some other strange dog. And I'm going, it's so cold here that my door won't seal. My door won't, the latch would, it's swelled up or something and it won't latch. So I have to lock it. Anyways, let's move on. So I am going to start with Jill. Jill, I want to talk about you. First of all, you're clairaudient. I know we probably haven't really talked about this. I don't think your clairaudience is like, what? Do you do mediumship work as well? Moving on. Do you do mediumship as well? Because I definitely get a pressure on my mediumship point. That's my indicator that you, if you don't do mediumship and if you're not listening through your clairaudience, that boy, you should be, because your guides are trying to transition you into a new level. I love that you can. You know what, Kenzie? Me too. I do too. I think it's one of my favorite things to do. So, Jill, I just feel like you have set some limiting beliefs on yourself, and I actually get a little bit of a throw-uppy feeling when I say that. Like, I don't know if it's a fear to speak out loud about some things or something that you definitely have a throat chakra thing. So I don't know, but I'm not going to push on it because it's. So let's see if it's related to an Akashic. Oh my goodness, maybe it is, because I really feel like you've been hung in a past life. I feel like you have been hung. And I know that, chat goes super fast, right? Chat does go super fast. This is a little bit different. This is definitely a male past life. and they're showing me the clothing. So they're trying to give me a hint. Because what I get is a picture, you guys. I get a picture, and then I go from there because the picture starts moving. There's no jeans involved here. I know this is well before any jeans were devised, anything like that. The pants are almost made out of leather or some sort of natural fibery kind of thing. I know that. And they're buttoned down a side. I don't even understand how these pants are a thing. But they come up to us. Oh, I understand. I get it. Thank you so much. As a Western clothing wearer, I get it. Okay, your guides are super excitable. They're like, gosh, somebody understands. So up the legs. I don't know if this is a thing. I keep seeing this is south of the border. I know this is down Mexico, down towards like Guatemala, down that way. And this was buttons that came up on wide pants and buttoned up the pants. Not those kind of leather pants, Jill. This isn't Magic Mike. Come on. Magic Mike. Anyhow, but I feel like this was and they're talking about rattlesnakes. They're talking about snakes. And the reason for these pants were like this. They were kind of like chaps. They're kind of like chaps, but they're older than that, I think. But it's because of the boots. The footwear was higher, and he had to be able to button them down to get his footwear on, and he had to be able to tighten his pants down around there for riding purposes. I'm not quite sure all about that, but I do know that he must have had some sort of money, because the conchos that they're showing me, the buttons almost look like conchos as they go down. So they're very pretty. They're very pretty. I know, Magic Mike. When he does that swing thing like that, you just go, wait. Oh, okay. So, I do know, and I can tell you this, that the head, when he was hung, this individual was hung in a past life, his head went to the left. Random information. I would expect you to have some sort of funkiness in the neck area, like just some sort of weird something in your neck. And they keep showing me my neck. My neck does not conform to the curve. My neck goes straight forward. I can't remember what it's called. There's a name for it, but it goes forward like this. And I almost feel like you have some sort of funkiness in your neck. I'm going to patent that as a intuitive word. It's a funkiness. And when he was hung, his head went to the left. That's so important to this story. His head went to the left, and it was a snap really, really quickly. So there was that. Was he in the wrong? Did he do anything wrong? No, he didn't do anything wrong. He was actually somebody that was just a bystander on something, and it was a mob mentality, and he got hung with several military neck. That's what it's called. Thank you so much, Amy Bradley. It sucks. Let's see. She says left shoulder and muscle spasms in your neck. Okay. So he says this is a bystander situation. It was a mob mentality. Several people had been hung that day, and he was hung. And I feel like he was actually somebody that had something. He was somebody that had some money. He was not a huge landowner or anything like that, but he was something that was in possession. He had something that somebody wanted in the mob, and they just kind of, it was like silver. I think it might have been a gun. It was a metallic gun or something. And they took that, and they just used as an excuse to hang. This person didn't do anything wrong. I do want to say that when he was passing away, when he was standing there right before they hung him, his only thought was about a little girl, his daughter. He had a daughter that he was so terribly concerned about, and he could see her in his line of vision when he died. And she was standing with a woman. Now, I don't feel like the woman was her mother. I feel like he was maybe a second wife or something like that, maybe a sister, because he's talking about see, when I see these, they play out like movies on photos. It's the coolest thing. So as I see that, it's like, that's not enough. That's not enough. And he didn't feel like he left her adequately enough, with enough stuff, with enough care, with enough anything like that. Um, so it was just this, I'm not enough. I don't have enough. I can't provide enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. Uh, Energy that kind of carries along with that. So that's an Akashic record. Good night, Shannon. There's my BFF, everybody. So that is right here as well. There's a longing that goes with that. Makes my throat chunky feeling. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, moving on. Yeah. When I do Akashic records, you guys, I always ask for permission to be able to cut those cords associated with those past ties, either directly while I'm doing it or directly after I'm done reading. I always ask for permission, because we never step into anybody else's energy or do healing without permission, right? Okay. Okay, moving on. Let's see, you guys. Let's see if everybody could share one time. You'd rock star it. If you throw up on my carpet, nothing will move faster than that noise, right? Amanda Ross, I've been doing a million times better since the reading you gave me last time. Dog's coming over to make sure I'm not throwing them out. Okay, I scroll through, and when I stop on whoever my guides say to stop on, and I saw somebody, Larissa. Larissa, we're doing Akashics, you guys. We're doing Akashics. We might talk about animal totems. We might talk about aliens. We might talk about anything. You never know. Larissa. I'm trying to figure what that is. I have an image of a young boy, and I'm trying to see if this is a moment of passing or just a moment of anxiety that they're showing me. It goes to prove that bullies have been around forever. This is a young boy. He was heavy set. He was a heavy set young boy. He had some sort of physical issue. I almost want to say it's like diabetes or something like that, child diabetes. And I don't feel like he was in a steady home. I have to say, I believe this to be outer skirts of older England. I smell manure. I smell yuck. I smell like just what you would think that unkept, unsewage type of area that would maybe be plague prone. I understand. Thank you. Plague prone would smell like. There's lots of mud. There's lots of yuck. And what I get from this young boy is the very first image in ickiness is that his face was rubbed in this mud. That his face, that he was tormented on a steady basis, to the point where he was almost afraid to go out and do errands for the family, which is what he did. I feel like his family actually, he actually calls him mom and pa, papa, would send him out to do deliveries. They wrapped up meat or something along those lines. They were butchers or something along those lines, and he would go do deliveries. I see white packages in his hands, and he was always so afraid that he would fail to get those packages, I understand, to where they needed to be and be clean, because these kids did this to him all the time. Like, they would just push him down and they would rub his face in the mud, and they were horrible, horrible little urchins. And They were so mean to this child that had something that was out of his control, and he was sick all the time because obviously this is far enough back that they didn't understand um, um, how to control diabetes. And I say I see this white packing. It's like, gosh, I want to say it's like almost like a material, like maybe a cheesecloth kind of thing that the meat was packed in. And I do have to say that this young man, he died from a combination of things. I really believe he had a very weakened immune system. And I also, the word plague keeps coming up. I keep hearing plague. I keep hearing plague. I keep hearing illness, sickness. I see things on him, and it just feels like he couldn't sustain. He couldn't maintain a good homeostasis in his body because he couldn't fight one thing and keep the other thing in check, and he would pass out a lot. So I believe he actually passed away from a combination of a weakened immune system, plague, in a diabetes situation at the age of 12. He was 12, he says, when he passed away. It's the numbers I get. So I don't understand what that is. I mean, I understand what the correlation is. He keeps talking about a ring. I keep seeing a ring. I know I keep saying he keeps talking about, but I'm kind of like interacting on a movie type of thing. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know. I've been doing it this way for a long time. I interact on a movie kind of situation, and he keeps showing me a ring, a gold ring, and it's his mother's ring. There's something about a mother's ring that was lost, misplaced. Something happened, and he was in the possession of it, and a lot of guilt. So it's something where he carried a lot of guilt. And that's a lot of guilt. It was gone. It was missing. It was forever gone. And his mom, he didn't want his mom to be mad at him. He took other people being mad at him very, very hard. And I would expect that to be something that carries on in this life as well. Do not care to have other people be angry at you. Nancy Boy, yes, we can see you. There we are, Nancy. So that is yeah, it's sad. But you know what, you guys, when we step back into Akashic records, we're looking for lessons. So we're going to be looking for the moments that suck. The good ones come around with it as well, because they are there. I have a weakened immune system in this life, 5 autoimmune diseases. Wow. Okay. In this life, my mom died when I was 11. In this life, my DNA leads to Marie Antoinette, the Hope Diamond. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. Absolutely. So incredible. When our guides want us to know stuff, we, a lot of people, when I am doing readings, that was for Larissa. When I am doing readings, when I do offer readings, which will happen like every 3 months, I will offer like 2 days that I'm going to offer readings. But when I am doing them, I run across people that are like, I want to know about this time period because I know that this is important. And we may think that, but our guides may have something else in mind. So make sure you understand that when I'm doing a reading, they're telling me what you need to know right now. What you need to know right now to help yourself move forward. They're not going to just show you fluff. They're going to show you what you need to know in the moment. And when I'm doing these, by the way, I am always working with Saint Germain, and you are standing in the violet flame. When I'm working in your energetic field, I am always working within the violet flame. So you have several layers of healing going on when I'm stepping forward into your energetic field, because Saint Germain's standing right there with me, and we work on your energy as well. So, and Metatron's always there. It's so funny. I'm not going to say that. Okay. No problem, Larissa. No problem. I'm going to address this. Because we were just talking about this in intuitive development class. Every three months, I run a new class on intuitive development, you guys. And it is because we're all intuitives, we're all psychic, and let me prove it to you, all that good stuff. But it's because, Christine, you may not be, you're not a cookie cutter. Nobody's cookie cutter. We all have different gifts, and you're going to work within what your gifts are. Your clair is probably not clairaudient. The way you're talking is, I can't hear my guides. You're expecting for them to talk to you. Instead, they're probably giving you different messages in different ways. You're just not associating and connecting the dots. So make sure you're reaching out and being okay with picking up information in different ways, because you're unique. We're all unique. We all have different gifts, and you may not be clairaudient. It may be a secondary gift, and they're waiting for you to flex your muscle in other places first. Right? Okay. Let me figure out how to get rid of that. Okay. Don't leave Metatron in the corner. Don't worry. Metatron goes with me everywhere. We start talking about it. If I start have stuff fly behind me, let me know. Okay. My chair is broken, so maybe he'll fix my chair. That'd be super nice. Love my chair. I know I've got to find another chair like that. It's so fun. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. That's piss poor English. Okay. Christina Moore. Christina Moore. First of all, Christina, I want to tell you that you have an animal totem that pops up like right out the gate for you. You have this great, big, huge, beautiful, like stag, like this great, it's almost the size of an elk, but it is definitely not an elk. It's very graceful. It's very beautiful. And its rack is enormous. And what I can say, that's odd. That's different. What I can say about this is that the size and the age and the location of this deer when it comes in is all relevant. When you're reading and working with animal totems, the age of the animal, the color of the animal, the time in their life is important. All these things come together to make a picture of what this animal totem wants you to know. And the other thing I want to say about this great, big, huge, beautiful rack on this deer is that it has little strings all over it with crystals hanging on it, which I've never seen before, but which is really cool, right? So they're talking about the refraction and working with color. They want you to work with color therapy. They want you to bring in crystal energy. They want you to bring a crystal into the center of your heart. I understand. Thank you. They want you to do more centering for yourself. They want to make sure that you feel centered, living in the here and the now. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. That's depression and anxiety. That's where that comes from. When you are living right here, right now, there's no room for all that crap. So make sure you're finding your center, you're finding your peace, you're finding your tranquility. And you are, hold 1 second. Sorry. Okay. And so with this particular deer, I'm doing that a lot more lately. With this particular deer, it's going into the spring season. It's walking into a new season. And when I see a deer of this age with this huge rack, I also understand that somebody has learned lessons and that this spring means that there's more lessons coming. So I would expect this deer to be a transitional deer. And that means that you have a new animal totem coming in because you have some new lessons coming in. You have some new transitions coming in, some shifting of gears. So be ready for some change and don't fight it. Just be like, okay, if it's good change, fabulous. If it's not such a high vibrating change, just be like, we're going to roll with this. We're going to make this our bitch and we're going to move forward. Okay. So just go with the flow on whatever you have come up, but there is change coming up. So that is truly amazing, truly beautiful for you. See my water bottle? I'm not playing. I want to also talk about somebody from the other side. I want to talk about an older woman that absolutely loved Christmas. When I hear the Little Drummer Boy and in Christmas music, I know that there was somebody that passed away that liked Christmas. And she's talking about an ornament. She's talking about a specific ornament. I feel like this would have been a much older woman when she passed away. She shows me gray hair. And rocking around the Christmas tree, and grandma got run over by a reindeer, and somebody had a really great sense of humor, was a little bit livelier and upbeat. And I bet you when she was younger, she rocked the shit out of some 50s and 60s music. I bet she had loafers or saddle shoes and did the twist. And I mean, I bet you she was just a whole lot of fun. She likes 50s music. She's just, and I love 50s music. So just to be sitting here and I just want to like, and do the twist like this. So I just get this really, really cute energy. Yeah, I bought another water bottle. And usually all I have to do is share it or show it. Oh, I can't even remember. Yeah, Christina. Watch her have stopped in and left. There we go. Okay. You know who this is, Christina? He left. All she can do is wave it a little bit. Okay, so here's the message with this. I told you guys, you never know what's going to come across. It could be mediumship. It could be whatever. If it comes, I just pass it along. She shows taking, I got you. Thank you. Okay, let me see what she has to say here. Cause she was so full of it. Are you aware of an incident where she talked about flattening somebody's tires? Like when she was younger, did she have a story about letting the air out of somebody's tires or something like this? She's showing me letting the air out of somebody's tires and their white walls. I don't even know, man. It's sassy. She'd be like, no, we're not going to behave like that. There are repercussions kind of thing. She's just, I don't know why she's talking about letting air out of tires. I have no idea, but it's just what she's kind of talking about. It was funny. She was giving me the visual of letting air out of an older vehicle. It's just funny, but she's talking about, oh, okay, calm down. So she takes a stone. She's showing me a stone, little pebble, pretty little pebble. And she walks up to hi, everybody. She walks up to a pond and she throws the pebble in the pond. Okay. And what happens when we do this? These really beautiful ripples happen, right? And it's very peaceful. And it's just a moment where to us, everything's beautiful, but to the pond, we've created disruption, right? And she's like, it was just a little disruption. And it really wasn't enough to make too much change. She's talking about, why aren't you making changes? She wants you to take a big boulder, a big stone, and throw it in that damn water. Shake things up, make some changes. Things will always be the same and do the same and have the same, and nothing's going to improve or nothing's going to create new energy if you're not helping it along. So don't be afraid to take a larger stone and throw it in the water and create bigger ripples. That's really what she's saying, because that's where you're gonna move forward. That's where you're gonna learn. That's where I just really feel like she's wanting you to move forward on something. And I hope you understand what I'm talking about, because the tire flattening thing is totally random. I have no idea what she's talking about, but it's so funny because she keeps coming back with, first it was a chuck, an air chuck. You know, she was showing me an air chuck because she knows I'd figure that out because I worked in a garage. And then she shows me the white wall. So I know it's something she did when she was younger. She was a shit when she's younger. It's just funny. Okay, moving on. You understand? Thank God you understand, because I don't understand. And I'm sitting here going, do I really tell her that her mom flattened somebody's tires at one point and let the air out? You know, that's, boy, aren't I intuitive. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay, guys, make sure you head over to My Mystical Life on Facebook and give us a like. Thank you very much, Suze. I appreciate that. I really, really do. This is our webpage. We have a membership, you guys, that we teach. I can get you through the door. We teach classes 4 times a month. That's not all we do. We do live classes on every Monday. We also have intuitive development module classes. We have mediumship development classes. We have a shamanic apprenticeship. But the membership, you get guided meditations, you get intuitive interviews, you get member interviews. We give stuff away each month. This is this month's giveaway. We're giving away a huge ammonite. For $11.11 a month is what we do. And that's we do 3 levels, but to start in, $11.11 a month is where we start. Isn't it wild what comes across? I know it is just totally wild. And you're going, should I really give them that? But what we do is we're about community, right? How many here are late bloomers? How many here are late bloomers? We have a large amount of late bloomers on here. And that just means that we have come together as a community to, we are going to, I need to write that down. I'm going to do a class on automatic writing. Absolutely. It's how I started when I was first started doing readings. So we do have a class, we will have a class on automatic writing. It is in the late bloomers. Yes, that's right. To get you discounts on crystals, right? We're cheaper than a TV subscription and hell of a lot more fun. Late bloomers, look at all you late bloomers. That's just, we are fun people, right? As a fun people, we're meeting in Savannah, Georgia, April 16th and 17th, just for very casual. There's no charge for it. We're just meeting. We're going to do a private paranormal investigation just for us. Because why? Because we're all intuitives. And we're gonna go visit Bonaventure Cemetery. We're just getting together to have fun, and that's April 16th and 17th. And then we're talking about Sedona. We're on the cruise. We do fun stuff. We do sound fun, don't we? We also, when you join the membership, you get discounts on crystals. Thank you. We try to give away. We try to do really good deals on crystals. You guys that cleaned up on that petrified wood, that was whoop whoop for you late bloomers. But the cruise is also in 2022. That's a lot of fun. We have an intuitive cruise that's leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, going to Costa Maya, Roatan, and someplace else, Cozumel. But it is a conference cruise. So what happens is we have classes every other day, and they take up, up till about 2:00, and then you're off to do your own thing. So we have classes on a wide variety. We are going to have a Midwest get together. Absolutely, Lori. Absolutely. We have a wide variety of things happening on the cruise. I happen to be the featured speaker on the cruise, so it is just going to be off the hook fun. Is there any time? Is there any time you can join? You can join the membership whenever you want to. You can join the membership anytime you want to. Psychometry, we do have a class on psychometry. It's not in the membership yet, but it is scheduled to be taught. But if you take the intuitive development, it's already in intuitive development. So our intuitive development class slow walks you into being a reader. Come up here to the UP of Michigan. Yes, you're totally right. My father-in-law lives there. We will be up there eventually. Yep, we will be up there eventually. Now you understand why we're called late bloomers, right? Did you? I never think to explain why we're called late bloomers. It's because we are opening up a little bit later than everybody else sometimes. I didn't start doing this till I was 38. And then people started talking to me. How do you fit that into your life? How do you all of a sudden tell your friends, guess what? Dead people are coming. Talking. I picked this up. I picked that up. it can be very alienating feeling when you are stepping into those situations. So what we've done is we've created a community of people that are in the same damn situation. Let us all, we're not nuts, right? This is not romper room. So that's why we're called late bloomers, because I was a late bloomer, and that's where that came from. And my guides told me to call it late bloomers. And I went, that's not going to be popular. That will never be popular. Like, just trust us. And now here we are, right? The details for the cruise on my website, they are not. Can you believe that crap? They are not, but you can find them. I better get that up there. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? It should be here. Come on, really? Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Thought I'm going nuts. There's the thing. There's a link. Make sure if you guys sign up for the cruise that you give my name, Lisa Fry, so that you are in on the goodie pack, because I'm putting goodie bags together a year in advance. So things will start sneaking into there here and there. They're going to be fun. So to go on the cruise, you only need a $100 deposit per person to secure your room. We are fun. And we have, out of 60 rooms, I know we've already taken 10. Pretty soon we're going to need our own cruise, right? How do you connect with people of different languages? You know what? If we're talking from on the other side, you know what? If we're talking about on the other side, he misses Sam. There does not seem to be a language barrier. Like, I hear them just the normal, as if I was hearing them speaking my language. And then I will get an information that they're maybe from a different country. Like, they'll give me a location on a map. So it's not a language barrier. There's, from the other side, they know everything, right? 45-year-old late bloomer here. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Turned 39 yesterday. I remember 39. I don't pay too much attention to an age. I turned 50 March 5th. I turned 50 on March 5th. It's a number, right? It's a number. I didn't get all this grade because I put it that way on purpose. I can tell you that. We're going to call it Sam. No. Okay. So you guys, you just turned 14 on Valentine's Day? I didn't know you were that young, Katrina. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, we can consider it a new level, right? It's not gray, it's glitter. I love that. I love that. I walk out. I'll be at a store and someone will walk up and go, oh my God, I love your hair. Men, I wish my wife would let her hair go gray and do that. That would be so cool. I'm like, okay. Yeah, all us March babies are super Pisces psychic, right? Right? Look at you guys. We don't care how old we are, right? We're lucky. Any day above ground is a good day. Any day above ground is a beautiful day. And it is what we make it. It is what we make it. You just remembered you turned 45. I remember when Sam turned 30. You pay so much for purple gray hair. This is literally like cost me pennies. when I let it go, when I let the purple totally go out of it, or the pink, it just is silver. It's just so silver. But yeah, a lot of people pay for this purple. Oh, I know. We're waiting for we want your grandson to be born in March. He needs to cook a little bit more. I know. I remember the 30s. They were fun. 40s. I expect to rock the 50s and just have a good time. And because you know what? It really is just a number. And as with age comes wisdom. It really does work that way. And I like it. I like it. You think I was in my 30s? Who is that? Vicky, I love you. Whatever. You know, I'm not in my 30s. My kid is 30. My kid is 30. Justin's is on the 6th. Really? Awesome. We are going to have a Midwest meeting. We are going to have a Midwest meeting. You told someone the other day you're 45 and you forgot it. You were 43. I've done that. Seems like looks at me like, what the hell are you doing? I'm rocking the 60s, sexy, nasty old bitch. I love it. I love it. My power did come back on today, Vicky, but I figured you'd already said you didn't want to have to take a shower. So I was like, well, okay, we'll do it another day. You first watched me in Hawaii. You thought I was 34. God, I love you. Here's the problem. I'm losing weight and I won't have so much fluff to hold everything up. I'm going to look older as I lose weight. Don't care. But, health, it's about health than anything else. Don't let it go to your head. I was talking to Pam. Oh. Oh, I'll try. I'll do my best, Vicky. Oh my gosh. Anyhow. I'm going to do one more Akashic. You're 64 young, and it's going to be for Michael K. I'm going to do one more Akashic. Michael, we're going to talk about broke a fingernail. We're going to talk about a sacred past life, a very quiet past life. And they keep showing, and they're trying to give me signals. They're talking about their dogs. They're talking about cold and singing. And I'm going to see if anybody knows where I'm going with this. Bye, Tanya. Thank you so much for stopping in. Does anybody know where I'm going with this? So this is a male past life. And I hear, and this is from Michael K. I hear, good night, Lori. I hear singing. I hear, what is it? Benedictine, something like that. I don't know where the location is. I know they're cold. It's chanting. Is that Benedictine monks or something like that? It's that type of sound. It's very harmonious, but it's very healing. There's a huge, deep, rolling vibration that goes with it. And I keep seeing what you would think of as a monk wearing in that type of clothing, but it's not brown or anything like that. It's like black. And it's a finer material. It's not very rough. This was some place that had some fundage behind it. And they did something. Wow, this is a lot of information. They did something for the papacy. I believe that's like for the Pope, or I hear that word. They're not Tibetan. They are, I don't know if they're Catholic or if they're Benedict. I don't know what they're doing. All I know is I hear the singing, and I know that they're in mountains because I can hear it. I can hear it do this. And they're talking about dogs. They have dogs. They've had dogs that they've bred. And that's probably a more modern indicator as to who it is. I know that there are some monasteries that are breeding dogs, and that they're trying to give me probably a more modern reference. I don't know if they used to do it before, as like if there's a history of doing it, but it is a Christian type monastery. And they actually give me the name for this, and this would have been a Brother Gregory. Brother Gregory. I don't believe they're Tibetan. I think they're Christian. I think they're Christian. They're monks, but they're not like Tibetan monks. They're Gregorian. I don't. Is Bernadette? Is that a Gregorian and Benedictine? And I hear different words. I don't know if they all fall in the same line of something. But I do hear this sound, this humming, this chanting, this. They're not Tibetan. That has a different feel to it. This is it's Catholic. It feels very Christian, very Catholic. But they call him Brother Gregory. And the reason I'm saying this is because they talk about, at the end of the day, you have this silence in your soul that has resonated like that sound has, through your soul energy. So it's something you carry within you today. And they talk about, they also talk about the length of the life. It was a very, very long life. And they said it's like an expect the thing, that expect that in this lifetime as well. And they're showing me similarities between that lifetime and the lifetime you're in right now. And they talk about how this gentleman lived. He liked wine. How he lived very, very well. And when he passed away in the company of friends and family, because he lived amongst them so long. They were family. But I don't know if there was, because I keep hearing like a vow of silence. I don't know if they didn't talk, but they sang, or if it was a quiet, pious place. I'm not sure. But there was not a whole lot of talking that went on. It was more of a feeling. And he talks about his bed was very uncomfortable. I see that it was a very uncomfortable bed with a very, very thin mattress on it. But that it was enough. It was enough. It was enough. And that's where he passed. But I have to say that alongside the bed was lined with individuals. And he was very, very old. He was very old when he passed. And I want to say he passed from, hold on, I can get this. Hold on one second. Congestive heart failure. He had congestive heart failure. I can hear when he breathes in the rattling of the water in the lungs. I can hear that. But he was very old. He was just very, very old. And it was just a condition that had developed over time. And he always carried something, and I'm going to assume it was a cross. I'm going to assume it's a cross, but he's talking. I'm seeing, and I keep saying he's talking. I'm looking at um, uh, uh, a talisman. So I wouldn't be surprised if you actually carry a talisman in this life as well, something that, or have something that you know that is like a good luck charm that raises your energy, raises your vibration, whatever. This person also had hearing issues. So he had hearing issues. So just pay attention to that. Make sure you're on top of any hearing. If you start going huh a lot, just go get your hearing checked. And they just talk about this profound energy, this calmness that come with this individual, and that's carried over. That your soul carries that in life, from life to life to life to life. It's not your first and only sacred lifetime, and I actually believe you're aware of that. I believe you are aware of the feeling of having several sacred lifetimes behind you. And what I'm getting from this, though, is because I'm actually just kind of standing there, and it's turned down into this portrait that's hanging on the wall. It just needed to be discussed and reviewed to stir some memories or something like that. And I'm just kind of standing there. Can't even. It's about the quality of life. It's about that quality of patience and love, and not just for yourself, but for the people. And that's just something your soul carries. And they want you to really keep that in mind, that that's who you are. Your hearing is like a bat. Good. Good. Mine too, man. It's like freaky good. Like my hearing's like really freaky good. Do not whisper about me around me when you're around me. Mm-mm. Do not do it. I understand that. I think that's it. I think that's part of spiritual gift as well. I've done it my whole entire life, though. It's just been really, really sharp. Let's see. Okay, guys. I'm going to sail. I've got some things to do. I've obviously got to take the dogs outside. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And I'm sorry if I couldn't get to everybody. Michael K., you have the best energy. It's just so wholesome and so beautiful. It really, really is a very much a healer's energy. I hope you're working in a healer's capacity in this lifetime, because you have a deep, profound healer's energy to you. So I wish I could get to everybody, but the dog is very, very persistent, and I have to go take care of that. So everybody have a great night. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Sam were here, yeah, see, he would say, may the light be with you always. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you for spending time with me.